What's going on, guys? We're going to look at a mining update for a company that is the leader in efficiency in Bitcoin mining, and that is Iren. This is going to go over the July 2025 update, and this dropped today. Their net revenue in July was 86 million. They have 810 megawatts currently of data center capacity. They've reached 50 exahash per second, have 4,300 NVIDIA GPUs, spent $20 million in electricity costs through July, and made a $66 million profit on hardware. Their average hash rate has improved from the previous month. In June, they were at a 41.1 exahash operating, and in this month, they reached 45.4 exahash per second. They did mine more Bitcoin this month than the previous, with 728 Bitcoin mined in this month, 620 in the previous. Their revenue from Bitcoin was more because of Bitcoin's price throughout the month. 114,000 average versus 105,000 average in the previous month. Their net electricity cost for Bitcoin has grown by about 1,700 to now 27,976, the best in the industry. Efficiency is key. I can't say that enough. And a $20.4 million electricity cost, whereas the month prior was 16.3 million. And they eked out some growth in margin, a 76% hardware profit margin, whereas the previous month was 75%. Their revenue from AI, this is still a very small part of the business. This is $2.3 million in revenue. The last month was 2.2 million. And the hardware profit there is 98%. And as said by their co-founder and co-CEO Daniel Roberts, we delivered another month of record revenue of $86 million, record hardware profits of 66 million in July, supported by strong Bitcoin mining economics, continued demand for AI cloud services. We are observing accelerating interest in our newly procured Blackwell GPUs with the initial delivery of 256 B200s already contracted. Our ability to run ASICs and GPUs side by side at Prince George underscores the adaptability of our infrastructure and our ability to capture the market opportunity ahead. Now, I won't go over every single little detail. I will leave this down below for you, along with some links for some free stocks and cryptos. But look at their efficiency at 15 joules per terahash, best in class efficiency. And Iren is having a pretty good day today. Most of the Bitcoin miners are doing all right. Bitcoin is recovering. And interestingly, we kind of saw a bounce here on our massive pattern we've been in this whole cycle. Iren started the cycle at $1, and it has, at certain points, done a 20x versus Bitcoin not even reaching a 10x yet. This is one Bitcoin miner that is outperforming Bitcoin, and I couldn't be happier. There is a gap to the downside to be aware of. If we do pull back, it's very likely we would fill this gap. I would love to see this act as support. This trend line, the resistance on this trend line that has been a resistance many times, once we break back under it, this may be its flip out support. We may come and test it and see if this holds out as a support. But the fact that Iren has been one of the most consistently profitable Bitcoin miners among the group throughout this cycle, and the fact that they're leading in efficiency, has me very excited for Iren as a company. In their upcoming earnings, they're expecting a 17 cents EPS and $188 million in revenue, which would be a record. Their last quarter was profitable, although they did miss estimates, but they did see a profit. Previous quarter was profitable as well. They have had a few quarters of unprofitability, but much more consistent profitability than any of the other Bitcoin miners out there. And I would chalk that up mostly to their insane efficiency. I do think while it's up here, and if we go higher, $20 covered calls will be a fantastic move short term. We might find 20 as a psychological resistance. And if it breaks above 20, if those calls get assigned, I do think that'd be a fantastic price to get for Iren. I do want to mention that despite Bitcoin's recent pullback, Bitcoin on exchanges is still hovering near its lows. It is just a hair over 2 million Bitcoin on exchanges. And I do think we're going to break this psychological 2 very soon. Bitcoin has filled that fair value gap, and we've been just kind of hovering around these two different support and resistance zones. This resistance of 111, it was a previous resistance that is being utilized currently as a support, and this previous support that is being currently used as a resistance, 116,000 and about 111,000, 112,000. We are just bouncing in between these levels. And for now, it does look like Bitcoin is still utilizing the 50 MA. Every time it comes down to it, there are buyers that start scooping it up. I'm feeling very good about Bitcoin. We have been trending higher ever since our golden cross. Just like this golden cross back here, you kind of get an initial negative reaction and then you go parabolic. Every golden cross throughout this cycle has brought us much higher in price. This has been the weakest one so far. Does that mean we're still due to run? Or does that mean that each golden cross has gotten weaker, meaning that we're starting to lose some steam in the cycle? It could go either way, but that is something to be thinking about. we didn't pump as much after this golden cross. These other golden crosses had massive moves and it didn't take long. So just be careful. Remember that we are at the end of the cycle. I wouldn't necessarily want to be a buyer at this point. If anything, you want to be more leaning on the sell side, unless of course you're looking at Bitcoin long term, in which case Bitcoin is always a buy. But thanks as always for watching, guys. How are you feeling about Iren's mining update? They absolutely crushed it. They are the leader in efficiency, and efficiency is everything. Get ready for CleanSpark's earnings tomorrow. That'll be an exciting one, and I will see you tomorrow.